It's the Business Rendezvous reaching you live from Benin Network Center with Lawrence Asifo. A guest to be joining me. Let's look at the current fuel scarcity and the reasons behind it. And I have joining me virtually this morning on the show Douglas Iyike. Douglas Iyike is the chairman of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, Edo State chapter. Good morning, comrade.
Morning.
Good to have you on the show this morning.
Thank you.
All right. So let's just run through what's happening and you just give us one or two answers to some questions. Now, we've seen lately fuel scarcity hitting major cities across the country, and Benin City is not excluded. On my way to the office this morning, so many petrol stations were locked up because they were not dispensing the product. How come we are now going back to the bad old days? Because we were told last year that once subsidy is removed, we're going to see this product made available despite the increase in the price. So how come now we are standing in a point where we can't even get PMS to buy? Abuja has been hit with scarcity, Lagos has been hit, Benin City is not excluded, Port Harcourt, Kano, major cities across the country. What is really the problem, sir?
Well, the truth of the matter is that are you there with me?
I can hear you clearly, comrade. Go ahead.
Some of the issues you can see at the moment is not far-fetched, from the truth that NNPC is the sole importer of PMS.
Okay.
And since the removal of subsidy, and NNPC is the only one that has the right to import petroleum products. So, but meanwhile, the scarcity you are seeing, let me start from Benin, because you said as you were going this morning, you said some filling stations were locked up.
Yes.
It's based on the fact that product has not been given to them, in the sense that some of these marketers, they do go to Tapman, which is the depot owners, to buy product. And some of this product comes in and the NNPC give it to the depot owners, then from there marketers go and buy. And you also know that we also normally get from NNPC directly, based on program schedule for each marketers to get their product. And we as marketers, we are into business. Our own is to sell. And if this product is not available, there's nothing we can do, because we don't import product. Unlike before, when some of the marketers do import product, they have license to import product. So now that there is no license for us to import product, it's only NNPC that import product. That's why you are seeing some of all this scarcity. But it's not, I won't call it scarcity, actually, because it's just temporary. Because from what I know, and from what I've gathered so much from the National Executive Council of IPMAN, through our interaction with the GMD NNPC, I will quote from the National President Alhaji Abubakar Shetima Gariman. There is logistic issues that is going on with the NNPC. So now that this product will not come, to stations, and so it's just that logistic that is going on right now with the NNPC is what is we're making it to see some of all these issues of lithium scarcity, like panic buying. So I would advise the general public to disabuse their mind from such, or thinking maybe scarcity will come back again. I think that is the position of things.
Okay, comrade. Now, could we now call this hoarding? Because you said it's going to be for the meantime. Because in the petroleum sector, this is not the first time we're actually seeing this happening, where the product will be there, but the petrol stations are not dispensing because they are waiting for means to make cool money. When they hear that the price has been increased, they just go and tighten up their, meter. And they have old stock, they will tell you they don't have. So could we call this hoarding? Because you are tying it now close to the NNPCL, which is the sole importer of petroleum products into the country. So is it that these petrol stations or the IPMAN themselves, they cannot monitor some of this? Because I know some of these petrol stations have products in their tanks. Is it hoarding? Could we now call it hoarding or what?
No, it's not hoarding. Like if they don't have this product to buy, they will not. Yeah, they cannot do otherwise if they don't have the product to buy. I've said it rightly before now that some of this product we get it directly from DAPMAN, which is
Okay.
depot owners. And if like we have a close private depots close to you like now from Mogara, you have many private depots there. So that is where our marketers do go to buy this product. So if they go there and they don't have to buy, hence we don't get directly from NNPC based on program schedule for marketers. So you don't expect them to do otherwise because we are into business. We also want to sell. So the issue of hoarding product, I strongly disagree with you on that. And there's no, as far as I'm the chairman of this association here in Benin, we have over 7,000 marketers. We have over 1,000 outlets here in Benin. So in total in Nigeria, we have over close to 30,000 outlets of Independent Petroleum Marketing Association of Nigeria, IPMAN, which is independent stations, different from MoMA. They have major marketers as well too.
Yeah.
So independent, I will tell you that no of our stations do hot fuel. If they have this fuel, they will sell. There's nobody that will have fuel and say, okay, I want to keep it based on the fact, okay, what if, for example, you go back to where you're going to get this product from now, you're now finding that the product you are going to buy there is far less cheaper than what you have in the station before, based on the first price you bought the product. It's going to be an issue for the marketer. So the issue of holding product is not there. Like as I've told you, NNPC is doing everything possible. There are some logistics that have, kind of, brought in this impediment that makes you to feel that there are some little scarcities that are in town right now. But I will still tell you some of these things that people want to buy in a station where they can get the fuel more cheaper. And
Exactly.
like you see now, you go to like NNPC now at Sapero, which is retail.
Yeah.
They are retails. They always have products, unlike us that are independent marketers. So you can buy product from there for 590, and you go to some major marketers, you can see for 660 or thereabout. So some marketers too, the independent marketers, you can see for six something and also maybe 700 perhaps. So sometimes some of these motorists, they want to go to the station where they can also buy cheaper because to save cost. So that is why you see some of all this. If you see when you talk about scarcity, when there is scarcity, you will see that there's all these stations will be shut down. So maybe probably it will only be retail, NPC retail that will be selling. And even when they are selling, you know that they cannot sell to a maximum amount of fuel to each motorist. So I won't call it scarcity. The issue you are seeing right now for the now is just based on the fact that there are some logistics NNPC is trying to put in place to make sure that this availability of product is there. We also heard that they gave us some product before, which we also circulated to our stations to make sure that our marketers are selling their product. We'll do everything possible as IPMAN to make sure that all marketers under IPMAN sells their product. So nobody will hold their product if they have it. So that's
Okay.
the position.
Okay, you've said a whole lot, but from what you said, questions are coming out. Now, you said those that have may not want to hold because they might go back to the market tomorrow, the price have reduced. You and I know that in this country, anything that goes up hardly comes down. So let's leave that part first. Now, the second question is, why do we have disparity in prices of liter of petrol? You go to filling station A, they are selling 700. You go to filling station B, they are selling 750. You go to filling station C, they are selling 780, 800. You go to NNPC owned retail, like you said, they are selling maybe 591. Yeah, that's the list of the NNPC I have seen. So why the disparity in prices here and there? Can't we just have a fixed price? Because we were told that when subsidy is removed, we will have a fixed price, no matter how high it is, but it will be fixed, but the product will be made available. So we are now having filling station A, you have a major marketer or independent marketer or the other marketer with different prices. Can't we just come with a specific price and say a liter of fuel is selling for 700 anywhere in Nigeria, you buy it 700 and we just have peace of mind?
Yes, I will respond to that. The truth of the matter is this. First, the marketers do get their product from private depot, like I said.
Okay.
And maybe when they get the price you buy, you put transportation, you put some levies adding together to this, and before it gets to your outlet where you're going to dispense this product, you find out that the money that you spent in it is not to compare to what NNPC is selling, because NNPC is retail. So they sell 590 because they direct directly from NNPC. So some of this product, when it gets to the outlet where we have to dispense this product, you find out that the amount that the product used to land in that particular station is close to that amount they are selling now. So anybody will not want to sell. Nobody want to sell to loss to get lost. So you want to sell to gain, in the sense that you also have to gain a little money from it that will enable you to also be in business. So nobody is trying to sell above the price maybe that NNPC have already given for all marketers to sell. Let me tell you something. One thing is this: NNPC retail sells 591, major marketers sells at 660, which is MoMA. IPMAN, the same thing. So if this product at the end of the day, if it's not gotten from NNPC and will go to private depot to go and buy it, and when you are supposed to sell at 660, there's no way you can sell at 660 because you're not getting directly from NNPC.
Okay, comrade, let's come back
Directly
home
from
still.
NNPC is different. When you
Okay, all right. Now we have a depot here in Benin, and it's a popular name. Anybody going through Agbo Road, you hear the person, you hear commercial boys saying Agbo Park Depot and all that. Our depot in Benin, is it moribund? What is the problem with the Benin Depot? Do they give out product, or we have to go to Ogara or go to Lagos or even go to Abuja, as the case may be? You and I know very well that Edo State is one of the NDDC states, that is one of the oil producing states in Nigeria. And we have a depot here in Benin. That depot located at Agbo Road, what is the problem with the state of that depot? Is it working or it is just there?
quickly, the issue of the depot in Benin, that is where my office is.
Okay.
I will,
Thank God you are talking from your office right now.
Tell you without missing words that the depot, as the last time we received product there was the time of Goodluck Jonathan.
That is
So, and ever
2015.
since they've not been product there, based
Wow.
on the fact that they have been putting mobilization and stuff like that. So, because the amount of product, they lose in terms of sending pumping product from Warri to Benin is. And you can also know that the Warri refinery for some time has not been working. So even if it works, the amount of product they can, refine per day may not be enough to be pumped to Benin. And so not only Benin, we also have Auchi pump station too. So, but now Benin depot has not been working based on this fact. And so I'm saying, so if the Warri refinery is not working, because it's just a depot to receive product, they don't refine product there. So if Warri cannot pump Benin cannot function. So that's why you see Benin depot has been lying down low for past many years, and nothing has been happening there. So the truth of the matter is this is the issue which I think Bola Tinubu Ahmed is already president of Nigeria is already doing already that, which is the issue of reviving the refinery. If one refinery can get the capacity of product, they are supposed to get a day by due to refine product. Then they will now look at the area of the issue of pipeline vandalization, how they can protect the pipeline so that when product is being pumped from Warri to Benin, it will get to the destination. So these are some of the challenges we pass, and we marketers, we are not happy that it's like this, because it's even telling on us more, we that are into this business, because normally before, when the depot was working, we just go there, we get our product from there. The transportation to take it to our station is not much. And I can remember at then we were paying 30,000 naira to take 30,000 or 30,000 liters to station within the Benin metropolis. But right now, if you are going to, for example, now we are worried to go and load, you know how much it costs. So these are some of the things that the challenges we are passing through. So we cannot really, we marketers cannot really do anything much about it. All we need to do is, for us, because we are in business, our own is for us to for us to sell our product. Anyway, we'll get our product, we can access and get the product and bring to our station. So the issue of that government,
Okay.
and I just hope, I want everything will be in place.
All right.
And two, we are also the problem of our own. If the pipelines are okay, if the pipelines are not being vandalized, I
Vandalized,
don't
yeah.
think that depot will be.
Okay.
It will not be. So that is it.
All right. So, in essence, now you just said our depot in Benin is not working. The last time it worked was during the administration of ex-president Goodluck Jonathan. So, more like for the past 10 years now, our depot is just there. And I'm pretty sure they are doing routine
Yes.
maintenance every day, and they will also budget money for routine maintenance. So let's not talk about that one, Sha. I know you may not have answers to that question. It's a federal government thing.
there's no maintenance going on in the depot.
There's
You
no
know,
maintenance
it's
going on in the
lying that
depot.
there's going on in the depot.
Okay,
There's no maintenance.
it's just lying there.
Some of
Wow.
those tanks
This
are even corroded.
this is like someone who
So
is inside the river and begging for saliva to beat. We have
we
depot
not
in
use
Benin, but we cannot
the
have the
depot.
product.
So I will not use the word that depot is about on this. You know, that is the right word to use.
Oh,
But I won't just want to say.
okay.
So it's
It's fine. All right. Now, before I let you go, let's look at how long is this going to persist? Because you and I know the city we are living in, Benin City. Anything that happens in Nigeria, once it crosses into Benin, is a different ball game. You understand? In other cities, you get vehicle, transport, like along for 100 naira. Not other cities that he told me about, where I have been to. In some places in Lagos, you get along for 50 naira, but in Benin, you won't get along. Even 150, you'll be begging. They will tell you 200. When you ask them, they ask you, don't say fuel is scarce. You don't say fuel no day. No, those are some of the words the commercial bus driver and taxi drivers we always use, because we ply buses on daily basis, so we know how these things work. I'm not talking from another person's information. I'm talking from what I know and what I pass through on a daily basis, going to work and coming back and all that. Now, how long do we expect this scarcity to persist? Because the people are suffering. Outside the fact that subsidy has been removed before now, and that is a burden on its own. Economy is not tackling. Inflation is rising. Then we are now facing fuel scarcity. And you and I know that everything that happens in this country ties around fuel. Everything from A to Z, it happens in Nigeria. Fuel is involved. Everybody use fuel in Nigeria, but not everybody use diesel. Not everybody use Jet A1, aviation fuel. But you see PMS, everybody, even a child inside the mother's womb, use PMS. So how long do we expect this scarcity to last? We want to breathe in this city. Because if you enter public transport, you will know what I'm talking about. Possibly you have your own private car, so you know the film. But those of us who enter public transport, we know what it is. Somewhere they used to carry now maybe 200 before, it has increased to 300 before. So how long do we expect this scarcity to last so that we'll have a fresh breath in this city called Benin?
even if I don't use the public transport,
Yeah.
to our taking steps right here. He doesn't let them to, passengers, do complaints.
Okay.
And the matter is, not only, I won't call it safety, and I won't call it, anything I would say is that where the pride in it, because people why not complain as well, this amount I got my poor. They say, this is the amount I'm going to get, because the amount I'm going to get. So, if you price for instance for 600 liters, and you're not able to that, so I want to keep myself from 100 naira to from 100 naira to 150. You having all this thing because it's how they buy jobs from people. That they want to keep it, but the amount the price pay. So, now, I will tell you that this is not the case, and there's no one to you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that even later, some of the products selling now. All we want NNPC to always give us at the subsidized rate. What I mean to say, we're not subsidy, but at least at the cheaper rate. If we cannot go, some of so that when we are selling products, we can actually sell at a price which has been given to us by NNPC to sell. Who get this product direct from NNPC without going to the private depot to buy products? You see that some of us see challenges that people are facing concerning the price, theft, the practice that we reduce. General public that these things will continue to pass. Like I said, I'm reiterating it again that NFP is having some time we market because before you take to the bank, we market that we are the one people that will be down based on the number of execution that we have here in Edo State. So if this product is available based on the fact that this logistics is put displayed by NNPC, because as I'm talking to you now, I'm still going to make a call, please a call to the national head office of our association, so that I will know the time frame in terms of doing this product we get to us, so that some of all these panic buying that people are having from some days now will be a thing of the past. So I'm assuring you there's not going to be a scarcity. You know what I'm saying? And I know by the special grace of God, with the
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much, Comrade Douglas Iyike, Chairman, Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria, Edo State Chapter. I really want to thank you for your time, for your insight into this. But like you said, you are assuring that this is not going to persist for too long. So we just hope to see that between now and the end of this new week that just started yesterday, today being the first working day of the week, between now and Friday, Saturday, hopefully everything comes to an end so that we'll have fresh breath in this city. Thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right. Do have a beautiful day ahead of you.
Same here.
All right. So it's been a conversation with the chairman of the Independent Petroleum Marketers Association of Nigeria at the state chapter, giving us an insight into the current fuel scarcity in the city, in other part of the cities across the country. But he has given us his word. So if between now and the short possible time he said we didn't see it, I will bring him back again to this show to tell us the reason, what is happening.